this is attorney Christy from the Christy Law Firm, where we work hard to make families stronger. And so today I want to talk to you about joint custody versus sole custody. So here in the state of Connecticut, the default position is that both parents have joint custody of the child, which means that they both have equal access, equal rights as to the child. And so one parent can't just exclusively make decisions for the child, leaving out the other parent. So it's very important that you understand that just because the parent who actually has custody of the child, my custody, I mean physical custody, actually have the child living with them, doesn't mean that they get to make all of the decisions, that whatever they say goes, and their opinion is important. So you have to remember that as a parent. So if you are, no longer with the other parent and you want to do certain things with the child, or you think the child should go to a certain school, you have every right to have that be listened to, have that be considered, and even having that actually be executed. But one of the things that you have to understand is if any party should decide to go to court for sole custody, it is important that you understand the meaning of sole custody. Sole custody granted by a court means that that one parent can say and do whatever needs to be done for that child without any consideration of the other parent. So for example, if the parent decides, well, I don't think the other parent should have any visitation for whatever reason, they get to make that call. Or if they decide the child should go to a different school, a private school, a Catholic school, or whatever kind of school it is, that parent who has sole custody gets to make that decision. So you want to be very careful when going to court and deciding on whether or not it'll be joint custody or it'll be sole custody. And don't think, well, go ahead, you could just have the sole custody. That's fine. It's fine with me. What you are doing is giving up your right to have any say as to what's happened with that child. Now, when it comes to joint custody, there could be what we call primary residence. So still, two individuals get to make a decision about the child, but the child is going to live primarily with one of the parents. Often this becomes a crucial factor when it comes to school. Where would the child be registered for school? Schools are very particular when it comes to actual residence of a child, and they want to know that that child actually lives in their town before allowing that child to register. So sometimes primary residence needs to be designated just so that it can be clear where that child lives and where that child should attend school if they're planning to go to public school. So I want to raise this because I just know that, sometimes parents don't feel like dealing with the courts, or they don't want to fight anymore. They don't feel like they want to sit in court all day long to fight for what they want. And they'll say, oh, just go ahead and take the sole custody. You are giving up your right to have a say as to your child's life and what happens with that child. So don't readily give up sole custody, or if it's been granted in the past, work your way back to having joint custody. Work your way back to having a crucial part of your child's life and your child's upbringing. Kids are going to need us. As we can see, that even when they turn 18, they don't necessarily just go off on their own. And so kids do need their parents. And up until the age of 18, they need a legal guardian, someone that's going to help them navigate life until they can do it on their own. So don't give up that right to be a part of your child because it seems easier to just give the other parent sole custody. Regain the joint custody if it has not happened for you. And don't give up. Don't give up on your kids. They're always going to need you. I'm someone that has always needed my mom and continue to need my mom. So don't think that your kids won't need you, even past 18, past 35. They will always need you. So be in on these early years. Be a part of this time with them so that they know they've got not just one person to rely on, but they've got two. All right, take care. Bye-bye.